The Australian bush. In this week's vlog, I'm out photographing the Australian bush. Harsh light, mute colours, late afternoon, snakes, crocodiles. Kidding, no crocodiles here. Yeah, come along with me as I try and capture the beauty of the Australian bush. If you picture Australian bush, this is it. The quintessential, picturesque, in my mind, what I envisioned when you say the Australian bush. So welcome back everyone. The Australian bush, this is it. Gum trees for miles. Old ones, dead ones, young ones, brown grasses, mute colours, harsh light. This is Australia. So I thought I'd come out and really challenge myself in this video and try and capture the essence of the Australian landscape or the Australian bush. And man, oh boy, have I got my work cut out for me. So as you can see, this environment, we're in summer now, so it's quite a harsh environment. Like I said, it's very dry. I haven't had rain in a while, but yeah, just looking across or looking out at this scene, I could take this photo, put it up, and I reckon just about anyone who looked at that photo will go, that's Australia. So yeah, come into this wooded area, or we call it the bush in Australia. I usually like to shoot more denser forested areas, although it's still called the bush. But yeah, I like the low cloud, dense sort of rainforest, woodland photography. But like I said, I'm going to challenge myself and come into this more sort of open wooded area, this bush. And like I said, really typical Australian landscape. And I've just found all these dead gum trees back in here. And like I said, take this image and you'd know it's from Australia. A lot of harsh light coming in, late afternoon. Might do some black and whites. So my first thoughts looking at a scene, something like this, is black and white. Simply because of that contrast coming through, and there's some shadows within these dead gum trees back here. But then I'm thinking, will that sort of show off the Australian landscape black and white? Could just be a bunch of dead trees, black and white, which, you know, could be taken anywhere. But I'm gonna set up this image here. I really like all these dead gum trees in here. Some of them are twisted. There's some dead fall down in the foreground there. Yeah, I'm gonna get this image off and then do a bit more exploring around here. Got my bogs boots on. Simply I'm using them as snake garters. So hopefully we don't encounter any snakes around here, but let's see what we can get from this. So I've set up this scene, 16 by 9. I like this scene, and I don't know if it's going to come across in an image. It's chaotic. It's got a lot of dead trees in it, against the brown grasses that also look dead. And I'm getting the light. I'm actually getting diffuse light now. The clouds are coming in and out. So I'm not sure if that's working for the image or not, because I thought, well, if it's high contrast, I can always just go black and white. I feel like it's kind of cheating, but I don't know. I'm in two minds about this, but 16 by 9 anyway, no filters, 1/60th of a second, f8 ISO 100. I'll chuck it up, and then whatever I feel in the editing suite, if it looks better in black and white or color, I'm going to chuck it up for yous. And let's explore this bit of the countryside. So here's this image, and yeah. Here's a scene I like. Come in here, heavy footsteps, just in case there is a resident snake in around here. They got vibration, don't have air snakes, so they'll feel my vibration and hopefully they'll gently move along. But yeah, seems pretty safe. This scene here is classic. Look at this. Dead gum tree, all the bark's peeling off. Don't want to crush the foreground. Made for a really cool, interesting foreground here. So I'm gonna set up. I think this one will be nice color. Definitely with the dead grasses and the dead bark stripped off in the foreground here. Even got a limb coming off. I'm not sure if I'm going to incorporate that, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yes, this screams definitely Australia to me. So I want to set up here and get this image. Just a real beautiful sort of subtle kind of landscape. But let's see what we can get with this. So I've come down quite close. I got my 24 to 120 on. I'm at 24 mil. I was thinking about putting my extra wide angle lens on, but I think 24 will do. My foreground is, of course, these the bark that's been stripped off, and just sitting at the base of the tree here. Then I got a V. A tree to the left, tree to the right, main subject. And I'm actually looking down at another gum tree with bark stripping off it as well. Sort of blends it, sort of brings it all together. And then to the right of my side, I got another tree, comes in and frames it off nicely too. So yeah, we'll go 16 by 9, 1:1. FX. Nah, yeah, definitely a 16 by 9 shot, this one. Some nice subtle light coming across the back there. Yeah, really like this this scenery. It's just, yeah, just encapsulates everything about Australia. So I'll chuck this one up. And I've seen some, there's a lot of granite boulders in here too, if you haven't seen. So I might head over there where I saw a few, where it's a bit more open gum forest, and see what we can get from there. Here's this image. I came across this fallen gum tree. I just like the way it was lying in the bush here. Some nice light on it. And I worked this log for a while trying to get the right composition or the right angle. And it was really frustrating. Spent a good 30-40 minutes just walking around trying to get an image. I managed to get an image from the other end of this this fallen log, or this fallen tree, sorry. It's not the greatest, but you know, I might come back another day and see what I can get. So this scene, again, chaotic in the fact that it's got a lot of dead trees in it. I really like it in color. Well, that's my thinking. I had to raise the center column on my tripod and tilt down a bit. I don't like the sky up in the background there. But other than that, 16 by 9 color, nice warm light. Hopefully this is a nice image anyway. And then you see these trees here, the bark's dripping off them. Those ones are alive, so the when it loses its bark, the gum tree, it reveals this really hardy, beautiful trunk underneath. So I'm going to set up, grab this image. Well guys, I'm back at the car, I'm losing light. It's going behind a lot of trees now. Probably can tell my face is getting a bit dark losing in the shadows there, but yeah, I'm not sure how these images are going to turn out. I hope they turn out pretty good, or good enough to print out. You came in here, show you the Australian bush, classic scenes. I got carried away or lost in that big tree, fallen over, so I think that took up a lot of time just exploring that area, so I'm keen to see what they look like. But yeah, thanks for coming along. A bit warm out here. I prefer the cold rainforest with fog, exploring those. Getting images from there is a lot easier than out here in the stark contrast to the Australian bush. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments anyway. And if you're an Australian, get out in your local woods, get out in your local bush, and see what you can get in some afternoon light. All right, have a good week guys, and I'll see you on the next adventure.